Hey guys, I have a New Year's Eve editorial for you, and you might notice something different. No, I'm not double fisting. I have my microphone over here because I'm having little problems with the cord. I don't know if it's the cord or the connector, but my microphone cuts in and out sometimes. So, and I think it might be the connector. I might need a new cord, but I thought I'd put it in my mic stand, and so I have it here, and I'm going to talk into it. But now a couple people have sent me the one on Pontiac where the police officer put down his canine for certain reasons. I'm going to do that one tomorrow. It's on my list. It's just that this one's been on my list for a couple days, and I wanted to give it to you. It has to do with Breonna Taylor. More fallout from the Breonna Taylor incident. Now, I don't know if this is because they really believe these officers did wrong or if it's because they just need to blame somebody because of all the protests, all the politically incorrect and yada yada. You let me know in the comment section below. I'll put a link to this story in the description box below. So there you go, but we're going to go into it right now. 2 more cops have fallen into the Breonna Taylor incident, so to speak. They were there. Let's look at it. Thank you to NPR.org for this story. 2 police officers who were part of the raid that ended with the shooting and death of Breonna Taylor, a 26-year-old black woman, are reportedly being terminated by the Louisville Metro Police Department. The move comes 9 months after Taylor was killed in her apartment when police attempted to carry out a search. Attorneys for Detectives Miles Cosgrove and Joshua Janes have confirmed to member station WFPL that both have been given pre-termination letters by Chief Yvette Gentry. Thomas Clay, the lawyer for Joshua Janes, said, quote, "We intend to show up to the pre-termination hearing on December 31st, that's today, and we're going to contest this action, although I'm not optimistic about Interim Chief Gentry changing her decision." NPR was unable to contact Thomas Clay for comment. Joshua Janes was not at the raid. He was responsible for obtaining the police warrant that led to the incident at Taylor's home. Joshua Janes had asked the court to issue a warrant supporting his request by saying that police learned from a postal inspector that a drug suspect, Taylor's ex-boyfriend, had received packages at her address. But he later acknowledged to investigators he had not verified that information with a postal inspector. So this guy gets information from a postal inspector and goes, we got him, yeah, boy, go boy, and runs out there with a warrant, or has cops run out there for him, has them do his dirty work. And Breonna Taylor was shot and killed. Now remember, a lot of people, and there were several people that are making comments about Breonna Taylor was involved in this. But you got to remember something. Breonna Taylor was the only one on the scene without a gun. Her boyfriend had a gun. He has a permit to carry. All the cops had a gun. Breonna Taylor empty-handed, and she's the only one that got shot dead. Imagine that. But everybody's talking, she's this. You know what? She was an EMT. They got shot in her home. Regardless of what happened or what she was doing or what her boyfriend did, she was the one that got fatally shot. And she was the only one that didn't have a gun. Imagine that. So here this guy, but he ran out and he got a warrant. He didn't even check with the postal inspector. He just said, I got information. You know about that third-party hearing stuff. I had to learn about third-party hearing. Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should ask before I get upset. But we get back to Chief Gentry wrote in the pre-termination letter obtained by the New York Times, "These are extreme violations of our policies which endangered others." Cosgrove was one of multiple officers who fired shots that killed Taylor. His lawyer did not give a comment for WFPL. Today's firings come after Detective Brett Hankinson was terminated in June. When reached for comment, Louisville Metro Police Department told NPR that they are unable to give or send information on any parts of the case until it is closed. Yeah, good luck getting a truthful narrative then, too. But anyway, so these two officers are gone. One was one of the ones who fired shots into the home. The other one was the one who got the warrant and sent them out to do his dirty work to the wrong place. But what I don't get is he got information from a postal inspector, but he didn't verify it with the postal inspector. Like I would think, because I do have a little bit of law enforcement education, I would think that if you get a search warrant because you got information from a postal inspector, you would call the police. Hey, man, what's up? This is true, right? I'm verifying some information. I'm a cop. No, you just grab the warrant and go boy, and run out there and shoot a woman that didn't have a gun. She was the only one that didn't have a gun. Or her boyfriend did, or her boyfriend did. Well, whoever's to blame, it doesn't matter. She was the only one killed, and she was the only one unarmed. Why do I keep saying that? Because you have to, people listen. You know what I'm saying? Some people put it in the comment section below for the people that don't get what I'm saying. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers, to include those getting terminated out of Kentucky and from coast to coast. Happy New Year, guys. If I don't talk to you before tomorrow, Happy New Year. I got one coming tomorrow, too. It's another story about a canine, and I already mentioned it. A couple of people have been sending me that. I'm going to do it tomorrow.